I'm not gonna lie. NGL, bro.
What is that?
Not gonna lie.
Oh.
That's what my generation says.
Pete, how are you slapping the table off beat?
Because I'm nervous. Because the song has no bass for some reason.
I low-key cut that audio off too quick.
Yeah.
It's fine. We got DJ Nikki Thunder on the ones and twos.
Clearly no one would hire me.
We would play our sounds, but I forgot my laptop, so it is what it is. Making do. Just glad someone brought a laptop. Otherwise, we would have really been screwed.
Hit that blue one.
No, it doesn't work.
The other blue one.
Doesn't work. Well, that's appropriate.
Schism. All right.
But yeah, for those of you who don't know, it's Touchdowns and Tangents, live from the Pirate Studios out in West Adams. We got a very special guest of a friend. Quote unquote guest in the house.
We had a family dinner earlier.
Lucas pulled up on us from DC. What up, Lucas?
Good eye, mate.
There has to be an applause button on there somewhere.
Finally. I think there's one on the computer.
One? Try the yellow one.
On the computer. Oh. Perfect.
It's a win.
That'll work. But yeah, man, Lucas finally here in the flesh. At the live recording. No Zoom. Nowhere for you to run off to mysteriously for an hour.
No dark rooms. No locked doors.
Gotta save on electricity, so.
And on Geico. Life insurance. It's big.
You got your flashlight on.
I was wondering what that was.
That's what happens when you're old. When you're 30, your flashlight just comes on.
I do that literally like at least once a day.
And I'm like, all I did was flick the screen, and I'm like, why is my flashlight
I got this weird thing where if I tap it in a way, it'll like automatically come on, but it never ever works unless I don't want it to work.
Yeah.
So.
That's just how life is when you become an adult.
Yeah,
Shit just doesn't work when you don't want it to.
Yeah, that's.
It's
so
like
true.
when you're about to get somewhere early and you hit every green light and you get there even
it's
earlier.
It's the fucking worst.
It's like the
when you're late, you get every fucking red and yellow in the books.
I don't know. I feel like the every green light when you're not trying to get there so early is arguably worse. Because then you can speed to catch up. But then what are you going to do? Drive 15 under the speed limit? No.
That's kind of a problematic way to think. You could just get there and take a nap in the parking lot, like scroll through your phone for 10 minutes.
And then sleep through my alarm. And then not make it.
And then be fashionably late.
I don't know, man. Fashionably late is on time for me, so. To be honest.
Hey, man. As long as you make a statement.
Except for the movies, right? How about...
Okay, all that stuff was not my fault. I could not drag my fiance out the door if he's listening to this.
Damn, blaming him.
Man just got off work at 6. Did you have a steak ready for him?
No, none of us.
Did you have a party planned? Was there a party planned?
I had dinner ready for him when he got home.
Were the towels folded?
What was the dinner?
What is this, 1920? Jesus Christ.
Pete, you can't fold towels. Relax.
I really can't fold towels.
You really can't. It's pretty bad. It's pathetic. Your little brother is much better at folding towels than you. But Nikki, what was the dinner?
What was the dinner? It was ricotta, mozzarella, and garlicky spinach topped baked chicken breast with baked panko breadcrumb crusted zucchini slices.
That was too.
Wow, that's pretty nice.
You're in your bag.
That was all from scratch,
no, it was from scratch. I'm a great cook.
Wow. Okay.
One thing I'm actually good at in this life. I feel like I'm a good cook.
I can see why he proposed now.
Wow, Lucas.
I used to be a really shit cook.
Wasn't all the 9 months you've known her and all the great insightful things you said?
Aren't you guys both Patriots? You're both Patriots fans.
No, we're like the two Patriots fan types that don't like each other.
Hatfields and McCoy.
A Raiders shirt.
You're wearing an off-brand
the Clipper hoodie.
Bro, no.
Off-brand LA Wildcats hoodie with Dodgers writing.
I forced him to buy that shirt. I told him, I was like, bro, it's $10. It's $10. It's $10. You got to buy it. It's $10.
You bought that off a homeless dude in a wheelchair, didn't you? at Venice Beach.
I would hope
Bro,
not.
did you tell
it
them
looks-
that we saw the D's nuts guy?
Oh yeah.
I still don't know who that guy
Like
is.
the
No,
ugly
I
ass
told-
dude with the weird face.
I told
Yes,
Pete.
like the guy from the meme where he says D's nuts.
The dude with his jaws all protruded.
Yeah.
Bro, he thought that
It's like a
guy invented
pterodactyl.
that saying.
No, I just.
I was
told
like,
you-
bro, that shit goes back to the 80s.
I just told
Literally.
you he made it popular. Like
It
did
was
make it
already
popular.
No, I
popular.
agree. I
Yeah,
absolutely agree with
It's
that
like
guy.
saying Drake.
He made it way more popular.
No, he
Man,
didn't. What
yes,
the
he
fuck?
totally did.
Hey, my-
Dr.
Wow.
Dre literally had a song called
It
D's
doesn't- It
Nuts
doesn't matter though.
on one of the greatest albums of all
doesn't matter.
time.
Bro, Stan by Eminem came out, 2004? People didn't start saying Stan popularly until like 2020.
That's
It doesn't
true.
matter how long it's
Bro, I was saying D's Nuts when I
Have
was
you ever
like,
heard the song? It always
Nah.
feels like somebody's watching me. That song
Sounds
is,
very familiar.
yeah, because Michael Jackson sang the hook on it.
Oh, yeah. I know that.
And I have no privacy.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I thought it was a Michael Jackson song, actually.
Yeah, everybody thought that.
Yeah, everyone does.
It's like Alexander O'Neal or some shit. Why does it feel like somebody's watching me and I have no privacy?
Oh.
I don't remember. My mom remembers
Wow, y'all
that
should
shit.
sign up for American Idol, bro.
We could have.
Dynamic duo.
Damn.
We could have.
American karaoke.
TGT.
Karaoke.
Low key, I can't hear myself at all.
Karaoke.
Am I? Can y'all hear me in the mic?
Yeah, you
Yes.
sound fine.
Yeah, believe me, we can hear you, Kenny.
Is
Fuck.
this thing on?
Jesus.
Oh, my favorite. Hey, you guys. Nobody remembers that cartoon?
Bro.
That sounds so
You see
familiar.
that?
What
This
I
is-
think
cartoon?
it's like Hey
the
Arnold or some
therapy.
shit.
He thinks people don't hear him if he's
Well,
not
hey-
dominating
well,
the
hey, Arnold,
conversation.
That's not true at all.
Oh, you heard that though, huh? You heard that side conversation, huh?
You're sitting next to me, asshole.
Hence the side
Damn,
conversation.
That brings nostalgia, bro. Hey Arnold.
Yep.
That's like that Rocco's Modern Life era.
One of the greatest.
Oh no, Angry Beavers, is that what they're
Yes.
called?
Remember, that
I-
was
I
Happy
still-
Happy
I-
Joy Joy.
I
Yeah,
love
that was,
the blonde one, the blonde beaver. I hated the brunette beaver.
that was the first stages
The
of colorism.
brunette beaver was
The brown beaver
He was
versus
some-
the
he was
yellow
special.
beaver. That was kind of some colorism mixed in that cartoon. Now that I think about it,
You know, beavers could have been the animal on the California flag,
So why
Wow.
isn't it?
but the Russians killed them all.
And then they brought over the
Oh.
bears.
no, they didn't
I
bring
think
over
they
bears.
killed the bears too. Yeah, actually,
No, bears were here. Bears are still here.
Beaver meat used
black
to be a
bears,
delicacy.
not
Bears.
grizzly bears.
Back whenever
I mean,
America
shit, they
first
brought
got
goats over here.
discovered, like back when America was still a frontier, beaver meat was like a delicacy that they shipped back to Europe, and it was like a big deal.
Very interesting.
Now beaver meat is just used for like
No, you can't.
Inappropriate.
Jerky in the Ozarks.
Yeah, I don't even think. I don't even
Inappropriate,
think
like-
you can hunt beavers like that.
Inappropriate
Yeah, I'm pretty
jokes.
sure
Yeah,
you
it's
can't.
probably illegal.
We need the beavers, bro. Fuck you. Don't disrespect the beavers.
I didn't
A
disrespect.
beaver
the
will
beaver.
fuck you
It's
up,
like
bro.
talking shit about squirrels, bro. You just don't.
I didn't
Well,
disrespect the
Beavers
beaver.
are actually useful.
Yes, I know. I
They
know.
they keep our rivers going. We actually need some fucking beavers right now.
They
With
build
all this
dams.
melt, we use a fucking shit ton of beavers.
Oregon State, they hold it down.
Wow. Anyways, on that note, this is Touchdowns and Tangents. Thursday night spot, NFL takes, topical tangents. It's the off season though, so we got some other shit to talk about.
So we moved
Like-
to NBA.
Aside from the war in Iraq and child
Oh my
sex trafficking in the Miami and the Super Mario Bros. movie,
And the Mario Princess
That
Peach
took a dark
age difference.
man, this is Pete's fault because he swears Mario's 40 and Peach
Bro,
is
Google it.
16.
Bro,
This is a
I-
common
honestly,
fact.
I
did
don't
some
believe it. It's not a
reflecting.
common
It's just
fact.
common fact, bro.
It's like
I wouldn't
saying
say that's
Sierra had a
common.
dick. That was not a common fact for
Siri,
years.
how
People
old
just-
is Mario from Super Mario Bros?
It's just gonna pull up the 1986 whenever the series came out,
The movie.
or it's 1984, I think actually.
Probably.
Yeah.
Again, 1984. Very telling book.
According to
Literally
official,
1984.
according to
Animal
official
Farm, the
Nintendo
dollars crashing.
canon,
We're screwed.
Mario is 26 years old.
Damn, bro.
Liar.
Damn.
Mentiroso.
Right here.
You said 40.
Mashable.com.
I mean,
You said-
26 and 16. That's still.
I mean, what if she's 22? We don't like.
How old is Princess Peach?
You gonna feel real stupid.
Oh my god.
I mean, she's a
The
princess.
answers are kind of weird.
She's
This-
a princess, which automatically insinuates she's a minor. Because she's not a queen Peach, she's a princess Peach.
Right.
I mean-
true. Good
So
She was found.
this is where it gets kind of weird because it says in the original stuff she was 15 or 16.
Okay.
But then there's a newer source that's like, yeah, putting all that aside, the new iteration of her is in her 20s.
Well, yeah, because now
fuck,
they realize that Mario's not like a pedophile.
She's a grown ass woman and she ain't got time for the bullshit.
Revisionist history, we got it.
And also, no, let's be honest about this.
They can't make Mario a pedophile, bro. They had to change it.
She was found. Like, we don't know how people age in Super Mario World.
Right, true.
Compared to the human world.
Oh my God.
Well, that's new canon as of
Kenny's
yesterday.
cooking.
It's like, bro, that Super Mario movie was like pretty much Black Panther meets Avengers meets like a bunch of like they took a bunch of tropes.
That's Illumination. That's what they do. They make like semi.
Honestly, fuck
parodies of
Illumination.
other shit.
I hate that studio.
I love them.
All I know is you were mad about Donkey Kong.
All their movies are super brain
Well,
dead.
yeah. Besides them fucking side kicking fucking Donkey Kong, like he was just some little side bitch hoe.
Yeah.
I thought that what they did with Donkey Kong was really good. He was probably my favorite character in the whole movie.
I mean, he was the best character, but
was
he
like Baby Thor.
No,
he
I
could
think-
be
I
on
think
his
Bowser
own.
was the
a
best one.
cuck. That's
He
what
could
they
be on
did.
his own.
I did a lot of reflecting about the Mario movie. I have
Shout out
Bro,
to Donkey
Ant-Man
Kong.
gets a fucking movie and Donkey Kong can't get one.
Donkey Kong needs
Who
his
gets
own
a movie?
movie.
Ant-Man, bro.
Oh, Ant-Man.
Ant-Man
yeah.
are
Three of
also
them.
vital.
Mid.
Three of them.
Ant-Man's
like
vital to the fucking
Three of them.
How
Marvel.
is he vital? He's a
Why you
fucking
do that to my
ant,
boy
dude.
Paul? Paul Rudd?
He literally
You could
created.
just get a villain called the
If it wasn't for
Exterminator. He's
him,
fucking
Thanos
dead,
would
bro.
never have been defeated, bro.
Yeah, it's true. He
Thanos
literally.
would never have been defeated for.
He helped create time travel.
Man, fuck
Exactly.
that shit, dude.
That's a response to facts.
I mean, if you like hate Hank Pym, I get it, but like Scott Lang, kind of vital.
Nah, he's a cuck.
Anyways, my point is though, I mean, like Donkey Kong wasn't bad in the movie. I just felt like he didn't need to be
him and
thrown
Bowser
in
were the
there.
best
They made him
characters.
into
They could have
Man.
teased him as being like the second fucking movie. Like, okay, now we're gonna get a prominent Donkey Kong role. Like,
Well, yeah, maybe he's going to be a lot more involved in the next movie.
they
I
made
mean,
him.
Hopefully.
Donkey Kong
They
pretty much
fucking made
Thor.
him. They made him fucking
Thor in the first
Kelly
Thor.
Rowland to fucking Beyonce, bro.
That's
Like,
See,
just-
the thing is like
they did though, did
okay,
they not?
in the original games or
That nigga
whatever, like
Luigi.
Donkey Kong and Mario were like not friends.
No, Luigi was definitely fucking chilly, bro.
No, now it's two different groups.
I know. But you know what I meant. The third girl in Destiny
Fucking
Child.
said TLC, bro. He's not Michelle Williams. That's disrespectful. Luigi
What did Luigi do in that movie except for get the star at the last moment?
saved his fucking life. He saved his life the whole fucking
Well,
time.
half
Oh,
of well, the whole
okay.
the whole
fucking-
thing is that
He
Luigi
got
has no
tortured and
spine,
held it down.
so it was right. Like he has no spine.
But Luigi ain't
That's the
that
po-
much
that's
of a
the-
buster, bro.
He held it down,
That's-
got
but
tortured
yo,
by
That
Bowser.
made him
Have
look
you
like
ever
a
played
bitch.
the Luigi's Mansions game? He's a coward in all the
He
games.
look like a bitch, bro.
I
He
mean,
does move like
if
a
you
bitch in
ran
all
up
the
on some
games.
ghosts, you'd be scared too.
But he has no spine in the games, so of course
Yeah.
he's not gonna
Man,
have
Luigi
spine in
got-
the
They
games.
didn't have to make him like that, though.
Luigi got super high verticals. He just need people to
And
believe
then they
in him.
symbolically annihilated Yoshi's from the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I
That-
mean,
Don't ruin
That
it.
was pretty.
They only
racist.
showed them like once, and
well,
then
okay.
then we saw
Again,
the
in
egg
like
at
the in the
end.
game lore, they
Fam,
didn't show
you're
up till
spoiling
later.
the movie. Spoiler alert.
Who gives a fuck, dude?
That's true.
I think that Nintendo Illumination, whatever, they really marketed the way that they they did the Easter eggs. I thought it was really smart
Virtue signal.
because
No, I'm just kidding.
for the most part there were a couple of really obvious ones that were like really in your face. Like the part where like Toad was like making food for the other Toads, like that was super like in your face Easter egg. But for the most part, I feel like they were very subtle.
Damn, those
And-
were Yoshi eggs. Wait, no, those are vegetables. He was whipping up stir fry.
Yeah, he does that in the game.
He's a chef.
So in Captain Toad is it?
Also a slave.
Anyway,
Handmaiden.
Anyway,
Quote, unquote.
I think the little Easter eggs they had,
Game
I
of
think they
Thrones
had.
Imagine you meet someone at a club and they're like, "Yeah, I'm a handmaiden." Like, yo, so you're a slave? Like, no, I'm a handmaiden. Like,
I don't even know what a handmaiden does.
You never seen The Handmaid's Tales?
No, but I'm going to, so
Or read the book?
don't tell me.
all right, go ahead.
shit.
Sorry, go ahead.
I
Continue.
think they did a really, really good job of their Easter egg placement for the most part. I think they were subtle enough where they worked out for everybody because they were so subtle that everyone in the theater who got the Easter egg felt better about themselves because like, oh yeah, I'm a real Mario fan because I understood that because like I played the Super Mario 64 that came out in 1996. But if you didn't get the reference, you didn't feel left out because it was so subtle that it like you wouldn't have got that it was an Easter egg otherwise. Because I feel like in a lot of games and movies nowadays, they're so obvious and in your face that you feel left out a lot of the time if you don't understand it. And I think that Illumination, Nintendo, whoever who wrote the writers did a really good job of making it subtle enough to make everyone feel good about themselves. Because I felt good about myself for being like a cool gamer girl, knowing like the little like niche references, like at the end where they spin Bowser by his tail, like that was from Super Mario 64. Yeah, the first 3D game, 64. Like, he spins him around to kill him in the end or whatever. And, like, if you didn't play the game, you wouldn't have got that, but it was so quick and niche that you didn't feel left out if you didn't get it. So I appreciate that. But other than that, the plot was mid as hell, super pandering, super juvenile. But, I don't know. I like the Easter egg.
I mean, what did you expect?
It has to be.
Like, from the plot. Like, how is it not going to be
No, but what
that?
do you mean, what do you expect? Because who the fuck under 10 plays Mario games for real?
I know, but that's what I'm
I said
saying.
under
Like,
10.
a lot of people do, though. A lot of people
under
do play
10.
Mario.
I played
Of
Mario
course you
Brothers.
did, because it was super popular then, when you were 10.
That was 21 years ago.
Yeah.
Wait. Yeah, I was 20. God damn.
That was like the heyday of Mario. Mario is a 35-year-old franchise. It's older than all of us in this room. So the
But what I'm saying is, what did you expect from the plot? Like, you expected it to be a fucking dark CW Mario?
When I found out
Like,
Illumination,
Mario just sitting in a
Anything
fucking...
but a CW Mario.
when I found out Illumination was the one producing the movie, I got sad because I knew it was going to be juvenile and brain dead as fuck.
Like, fucking Luigi's taken by Liam Neeson, and fucking Mario has to ponder if he wants to put his overalls back on or not. And they're stuck at Peach's house, so he has to go back.
Be taken,
okay,
Luigi.
I'm just saying, like,
Luigi, they're gonna take you. Stay calm. Start yelling out.
I will find you.
Their faces.
it could have been a little less cringe. I'm just saying.
It's a fucking Super Mario game by Illumination.
They literally combined Super Mario World and Super Mario Bros. And Smash Bros. Into one game.
Oh my god.
What more could you love?
No, I like
Flaming
the movie.
Donkey Kong?
I gave it the stamp of approval. I'm just saying.
Honestly, I thought the plot was better than I thought it was going to be.
I mean, I thought they did a lot of good tie-ins for sure. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, half the plot for me that I liked were the Easter eggs.
But can we be honest?
Like, because they took plot from so many other places, it like made everything tie together. Like, in a
the way they developed
decent
Peach,
way.
I felt iffy about Peach's development
because there wasn't any.
Wow, no, there was a ton. What do you mean?
She was like the Pink Ranger in the Power Rangers reboot. She was kind of a horrible fucking person.
They made her thick for no reason.
They did make her thick.
They sexified her for no reason.
Bro, did you just say
She was looking like
bottom
fucking
heavy.
Pause.
Mrs. Incredible, bro, out there.
Okay.
I was like,
She
why
was, bro.
When was Peach bottom heavy?
Bro, why were you looking at that whole movie, bro?
I look at things like that. That's important. That's the idea that you're cultivating. Female body.
Well,
Male
Illumination
gaze.
Studios isn't.
And they kept calling
They
him
literally
short.
built a
small.
16-year-old for the male gaze of the fucking Mario movie.
I'm gonna let you simmer with that and not comment on it. But anyway,
Why?
She's kind of right.
I like what they did with Peach in a way because she's always been the very damsel in distress ditzy person in most of the games.
That's kind of what makes it dumb that they did that.
Let me finish. I liked it because I liked the fact that she got some development because she deserved it, but at the same time,
I'm just confused.
As a woman who appreciates another woman not being in the damsel in distress, role, I guess it also felt kind of pandering in a way, because like, oh, she's a big strong woman now. Like the whole little scene where she was jumping around on the blocks or whatever. It just felt so forced. Because most of it was very natural. It was very natural progression for the most part. But that initial, just like the stupid block running, like the platforming.
Because her hang time is trash in the video games.
It was just like so forced feeling.
She had elite hang time. Luigi got has the highest vert.
They really tried to make
everybody
her fucking
in that
brave.
game. And they made the princess, they gave her fucking super speed, super hops. Like, bro, you don't have.
I mean, she has super hops in the recent game.
She glides in the air in the video game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what I'm confused is like, you like
they did the short king
like
thing,
you're
though.
saying you like the things that they did that like you didn't notice.
It's like I appreciate it in
but then
I
you
appreciate it in concept. But
you
like
all the fucking commercialized shit they did
Let
at the same
her
time.
No,
finish.
it's like, I don't know how to explain it. Like it's like, it's it just feels very, very like 2023. Like it feels like they're doing it to be woke or whatever in a way.
They made it realistic for the time period, but still nostalgic.
Don't get me wrong. I appreciate it for what it's worth.
That's the part that I hated too, because I couldn't tell what fucking time period it was in.
Yeah, I appreciate it for what it's worth. What their development for Peach, but why did they just decide to develop her now?
Yeah,
like
that's
you
what I'm
just
saying.
decided to do it because now everyone else is developing and changing their characters.
And because they need a princess. They don't
think
have
it's
a princess.
pretty fair though. I think that's realistically what would happen.
It's like
Disney.
It's like Disney adding in like a ton of like LGBT characters and stuff.
Yeah, that's
like
bullshit.
it's good for what it is in theory. Like they deserve.
They do that on Coco Melon sometimes.
They deserve the, how do you say, the representation. But at the same time, from a corporate company standpoint, like it's just for money and whatever, because you don't care about the gay people. Like you're just putting it in there because you want to seem like.
Well, you saw that whole shit with fucking Coors with Bud Light, right?
No.
Which one?
So Bud Light did this fucking influencer campaign with this trans person, and then fucking Kid Rock and a bunch of other conservatives like shot up a bunch of fucking Bud Light.
I fucking hate Kid Rock.
Like it was a whole fucking right TikTok moment. Like they were all just on fucking TikTok shooting up Bud Lights and throwing them in the trash, pouring them in the sink.
Bud Light, the white trash of America beer.
I thought that was Pabst Blue Ribbon.
No, it was Bud Light. So they all.
I know that. But.
So all the fucking hard right people canceled Bud Light, and they're like, "Yeah, we're drinking Coors now."
Yeah, PBR, and then PBR are for people who want to be white.
And then I was watching this other dude, and he's like, "Yeah, but what they don't know is that Coors has sponsored LGBTQ pride for over 20 years. They've donated over hundreds of thousands of dollars to LGBTQ foundations, blah blah." And they're like,
and that's why Coors is real for that, because they're not letting everyone know, hey guys, we're cool with gay people, buy our stuff. Like they're silently supporting pride movements for 25 years. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And it's more, you can appreciate it for what it's worth more when they're not doing it in like a weird corporate-y way. Right. And that's how I felt about Peach, kind of. It felt very like,
I feel like
so woke now.
I feel like that's kind of how it would go in real life. Like these dudes just show up out of nowhere. She's been here her whole life. Of course she's going to know the terrain. There's nobody to question her leadership. Mm-hmm. She can't fight Bowser on her own. And like, yeah, she was made to like be tough and strong and somewhat independent, but at least she wasn't made to be stupid. Like she knew, like, I can't be Bowser on my own.
Right.
I ain't got the hands like that. And these are all fucking mushroom people. And like, I don't like the person who's willing to like give his life on the line for me. Toad, I treat him kind of like shit. And then I see Mario immediately call him small and ineffective because he can't do what I do. But like, bitch, you've never even seen another human before. Like, you're not even supposed to be here. You're actually the one out of place.
Right. Yeah.
And again, we don't know how time goes in that world. So they can't like have everything down to a science. At least they didn't do what Avatar does with that bullshit. So some white people in some aliens' bodies, and all of a sudden I'm supposed to forget that you colonized the place and then showed up, and now you're in somebody else's skin, and I'm supposed to like think you're a sympathetic character.
Wait, what are you talking about?
You haven't seen Avatar.
The original Avatar got a lot of flack for like.
The sequel was even it was about the same.
For what?
Like the white dude who's paralyzed in real life, he fucking
like white savior complex.
Yes.
Like you're a white man who goes and saves all the indigenous people from themselves, basically.
But they were chilling before you got there.
That's Gone with the Wind.
Well, yeah, Gone with the Wind's also 100 years old.
That's what I'm saying. But people love that fucking movie.
I don't fuck that movie. Fuck Gone with the Wind.
People love that fucking movie. It's
Black Panther 2 was trash.
People make excuses for old movies.
Fucking classic cinema. Like,
I mean, people also.
So is shit like Fantasia. But Fantasia has a bunch of weird racist shit in it too.
Yeah, Fantasia's fucking dark shit I don't like to read.
Disney movies do.
But yeah, so like the whole Princess Peach mocking Mario because he's short, but then like he's constantly willing to put his fucking life on the line. He's like, bitch, I'm just trying to find the exit and get out of here. Fuck Bowser and his turtle. You can't beat a fucking flaming turtle. You got other problems. Like, I'm just trying to find my brother and we can dip.
Yeah.
Like, I did like how they addressed the little relationship between Peach and Mario in like very brief terms, where it was like, oh, y'all could date, hee hee, but it only lasted 2 seconds, and his main concern was his brother rather than Peach. I appreciated that a lot in the movie, actually.
It just felt like if Bowser was like, remember the movie?
Yeah, but he fantasized over her like the whole movie.
Who did?
Mario.
Because he was seen as the loser the whole movie.
When he was getting his ass beat, he only heard her voice. When he first saw her, they did like that thing where she was like, they like zoomed out and like zoomed back in and made it look like it only had eyes.
It wasn't
for
like
her.
the lovey thing. It was just like.
No, that was definitely a lovey thing.
It's more like he never had a woman pay attention to him.
It was like right when they first met, and it was like right when he was getting his ass kicked.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't think it was a lovey thing.
Why?
Mario was considered a loser most of the movie.
Because it was.
He had to keep proving himself. Like, and I'd be like, Peach, so what the fuck have y'all people done to stop Bowser? Like, why didn't you, the apes and everybody else just run down on Bowser when you had the chance?
Oh, this is kind of a random
Thanos shit.
The song that Jack Black was, the piano song.
Uh-huh.
What was that song? What was that song mimicking?
It reminded me of Tenacious D.
I don't know what it was.
Meatloaf. I would do anything for love, but I wouldn't do that.
Especially that one part where he kept saying her name, like
Peach.
No, like it
wasn't like Benny and the Jets.
It was talking like it was copying another song.
I would have to listen to it again, but I knew like.
Yeah, I don't like it. I think they kind of evilized Bowser a little bit too much too.
Evilized? He's the bad guy.
He's literally the same person as
not that
Thanos.
bad though.
No, they made him better than he really is.
I don't think so. I think they made him worse.
He's a king in his homeland.
Like he's not like he's not like. I feel like they made him like a real fucking stalker. Like they made him like
because he is one. They literally like, he's very sympathetic in that movie. Are you kidding?
I
felt the opposite.
He's the dude in the Players Club who chased
the piano thing and the being cute and the sweet and like the practice.
That's fucking Jack Black,
and
bro.
The practicing with K-Mech, the marriage.
Like Kenny made the joke. He was like, "That's in his contract. He has to have a ballad in every movie he's in."
That's true.
The little scene where he was practicing his vows with.
I didn't sympathize with him at all.
That was super. That was so extra. They did not need.
That was his own psychosis being played out in front of all of us.
That's what I mean. That's why I didn't like the plot, because I didn't really sympathize with any of the characters. Like,
but that's why I liked it, because all the characters have flaws. Luigi's pussy till he ain't. Mario's incompetent. He doesn't really know how to lead. He's dragging his brother down with him when in fact, like, no, they're a team. Mm-hmm. They raise each other up. Because all his family is trash except his mom. But if you ask certain Italian mothers and Italian families, hell, even black families, like white families, you can find a black sheep. Any one of us can identify with Mario at some point in our lives.
I just like the fact that it looked pretty and it kind of made sense.
No, but why did all the characters look like they're supposed to except Mario? Like Donkey Kong, I think, and Bowser both looked exactly how they should have been. Peach was a little off, but it was fine. Why did Mario, the main character...
Peach was way off.
She was a little off.
She was way off.
How much?
And the original...
She was off.
In what regards?
I'm telling you, they fucking sexualized her.
Okay, I don't know what in her body. I wasn't really paying attention to her body because I'm not weird like that. But her face,
bro, they literally zoomed in on it when they zoomed out, and it was just her,
similar.
And she was in the white pants, bro. Like they did that shit on purpose.
Oh, she was on the motor.
Yeah, bro. Like.
Oh, like when it was
like there were several things.
It was like a POV, like Mario was behind her. Yeah,
there were several times.
That was pretty. I remember looking over
when they changed. When
some
they
of those cut scenes, I was like,
when they cut to her, like how she was changing. Like they didn't need to do that. They could have just had her in a new uniform. Like I was
talking about her face though. Like I think
she could have walked
was...
somewhere else, but they're just like slow mo her outfit changing.
I wonder how they're gonna bring Daisy into it and Wario and everybody else. Are her and Daisy gonna be enemies?
That would be pretty sick.
I don't think they're... Are they in the games? I don't think they are in the games.
Daisy's in the game.
I don't remember much of Daisy in the games.
I mean, they have Super Mario Bros. Super Smash Bros.
I don't even know what game she's introduced in, actually.
Mario Kart, technically.
Really? No. Well,
and Super Smash Bros. Because that was literally... We were watching Super Smash Bros. Live on TV.
Super Smash Bros. And Mario Kart are like the only two Mario
They blended 3 games in one movie. Mm-hmm. So it's like...
Oh, it had references from all of the games, I feel like.
Yeah, it's just weird, like, how they treated Toad like a second-class person.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
He was. He is.
That's fucked up, bro.
That's how he is in the movies. He's always building the fucking castle, bro. He's always fucking...
He be doing, honestly, all the legwork.
Yeah, he does. He does a lot of shit.
I like how he had his little cabin.
Yeah, I just like how he had his fucking car, bro. At least they gave him his whip.
He's pimped out. He's like, hey, I'm actually, like, the shit amongst my people. At my level. Like,
yeah.
But it's, I mean,
All right. Anyways, I feel like
Moving on. Super Mario Bros. Go see it for yourself.
I give it an 85. I give it an 87.
It was very philosophical, clearly.
I give it an 80. I give it an 86, 85, 86.
We need that Nintendo sponsor.
I give it. I'll give it a 7 out of 10 because I really, really liked the.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Did you like the movie or not? Like,
no,
a 7 is like barely.
No.
Yeah.
It was mid. It was mid, but
a mid is 5.
It was a mid animation.
But your whole conversation started about how you liked it.
I don't fuck with Chris Pratt. First off,
So
okay, now you're just taking personal beefs into it.
okay, no, listen.
So
Let me.
bro. Like,
I don't fuck with Chris Pratt. I don't fuck with the casting. I didn't fuck with the animation. The plot
Why
was
does everybody
very.
hate
So you
Chris
didn't
Pratt?
like the? Then how is it a
Chris
7?
Everybody hate
Chris Pratt's a terrible person.
How is it a 7?
I don't even want to get into it. He's a terrible person. I promise.
Is
you.
it because
he's done a lot of horrible things?
So you're
I
literally
don't
just
know.
giving it
That's
a
why I'm
7
asking.
off of fucking Easter eggs.
He literally doesn't love his disabled child, and he is an animal abuser.
Whoa.
Anyway.
Well, shit.
No, he's actually a
Shots
terrible
fired.
person.
Whoa.
He's actually a horrifying.
He could be down
horrifyingly
the
terrible
street.
person.
You know, this is LA.
He does live in LA, but he literally does not love his disabled child. And
On
he's
the
pretty much
alleged
admitted
side
to
of the
it.
game, so we don't.
He's
get
pretty
into
much admitted to the fact that he loves his child less because they're disabled. He is a very bad person. Anyways,
it. Goddamn.
Alrighty.
it's and not like it's a physical disability as well, which is funny.
Yeah, their parents who are like that. It's pretty fucked up.
And then he got divorced from his wife and married another girl.
Anna Faris?
And then
Yeah, he divorced
then
her, and then he married Schwarzenegger's daughter.
on multiple
That's
occasions,
crazy.
he has been
Yeah.
caught on camera talking how blessed and lucky he is that his wife gave birth to a healthy child. Can you imagine being his other kid and hearing that? Ugh. Anyway,
I just went straight to South Park.
but yeah, fuck Chris Pratt. First
Timmy
of all,
versus Jimmy.
I didn't like
Damn,
I didn't
bro.
like the casting of Chris Pratt. Even though I don't like Chris Pratt, wouldn't necessarily care. But why cast a white American man as an Italian?
I mean,
In the first
Italians like to pretend they're white.
White American man.
Yeah, Italians like to pretend they're white. They're born, bred, and white. Even though we all know, like, if we go
They
far back enough in the history,
they could
you're
have gotten an
black.
Italian guy. But anyway, but I really, really, really loved the Easter eggs, and I loved how niche they were and how they were very various across all of the games, and they even had pop culture Easter eggs. as
So you
well.
really just love that it was Mario porn. That's literally what you're saying.
It was nostalgic Mario.
I like what-
like that's literally
and it was
all
a
you
decent
liked about
story.
it.
What I'm saying is like I've watched a lot of things that had like that were pandering to the audience and didn't like them because of how like what a bad job they did in the writing or whatever. I think that the reason I like the Easter eggs so much is because the way they were introduced into the movie, not because they were there, but how they were there is what I like so much. I think that the writers, whoever inserted
So you
those
like
Easter
that it
eggs
was
were very-
elevated Mario porn.
I guess.
All right.
He will not let you leave the ledge.
Like,
He will keep you on the ledge.
because you're
until
just
you
like,
get
I
rid-
liked it, and then you're like, but I hated everything about it, and then you're like, it's a 7, but like I hated everything about it, so
Because
I'm like,
I
I'm
think
just
they
confused.
were because the Easter egg part is like a 15
No, I got
out
it
of 10.
now. I'm clear now.
It's
You cleared it
exceptional.
up.
Like what they did with those were exceptional. The fact that they even made Easter eggs that weren't even having to do with the games, but actually pop culture associated with Mario, like they did. They made an Easter egg referring to a speed run. That's crazy. That's awesome. They didn't have to do that. They didn't have to insert that. Like it has nothing to do with the games itself. It's a speed runner, but they inserted it because it was cool, and they made it super subtle too.
Did you like the movie or not?
Yes, I like the movie.
What grade do you give it again?
A 7 out of 10.
A 70%.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway,
Rotten Tomatoes gave it like a 53. That shit is on crack.
damn, for real?
Yeah.
Out of 100?
Audience gave it like a 96 though. So
I mean, 90%.
Like I said, I just
90%
liked
of the
it 'cause-
people there were 4-year-olds.
I just liked it because it was pretty and it made some kind of sense.
I think it was a good
That was-
movie.
that was
and
enough
you
for
could-
me.
You could play it to children and not like fuck them up.
Mm-hmm.
But as an adult, someone who lived through
I don't
Mario,
know. That star was kind of that little blue star.
hey man, that's really
That
just
shit
our
was cool, though.
subconscious
I
in the
fucked
back.
with it.
That's the
That's my
deepest,
favorite part of
darkest.
the movie, honestly.
That's really our
That was
inner
honestly
voice.
my favorite part of
He
the
was
movie.
me for real,
honestly.
bro.
That was the real. That was the balance. That was the
Well,
accountability.
The hilarious part was the baby voice. I think that's
At
what
the end,
really
it was just
sold
like, it's
it.
just you in the void now. I was like, oh, dude.
I was like, let's be honest. Pete died 100 times in this shit.
All right, so moving on to some other adjacent shit.
The first thing we have on the rundown is NBA talk.
Yeah, man.
Why?
NBA talk.
Why?
Because the Lakers got their ass cheeks clapped once again last
Nobody
night.
cares. We knew that was going to happen.
I believe it's the 13th straight time.
11th.
11th, okay.
You fucking purposely said 13. You know it was 11, you bitch.
The Lakers are 6-37 versus the Clippers over the past like 12 seasons.
Outside of the bubble year.
Just been getting their fucking cheeks clapped repeatedly.
With malicious intent.
But yeah, man, the Lakers still have a shot at getting, I think, the 6th seed. I think they have to win out, and they need some help. Golden State has to lose.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Nikki's team, the Thunder's still in it, I think, right?
They
have to win out?
They're teetering alongside the Mavs. But
Well, that's awkward in your house.
I know, right?
Your boy
But
Chad Holmgren got
think
some
the
muscle,
Thunder,
though.
I think the Thunder is going to make it in over the Mavs because I'm pretty sure we're playing the Jazz next. And I think the Jazz, I want to say it's the Jazz, are resting their starters.
Yeah, and they did that and took the Lakers to fucking overtime.
Mormons have no idea what they're doing.
But the Thunder continues to surprise me, or should I say disappoint
I don't know what's
me.
in the Salt Lake water,
So-
but the fucking Jazz team is always decent.
Because they
Even
always
when
have
they're
white
mid.
boys who are talented. Laurie
Even when
Malcolm.
they're mid.
Because they got good players.
Bro, he
Laurie
didn't even
Malcolm
play
was a
versus the
first-round pick.
Lakers.
He's still a good player, though.
He hasn't played. He's not
But I'm
playing.
saying
They
he's
shut
had a
him
later
down.
game. He's the reason why they've been winning.
But they shut him down, and they're still winning. They're still competing. I'm telling you, bro.
I get it. But
I have no idea
Yeah,
what's in
the
fucking
Jazz
Utah
is,
water.
I feel like the Jazz is the most consistent team in the league. They're always
Probably, yeah. If you look at all time, yeah. Over the last fucking 30 years.
Because they definitely don't win.
Bro, but they're in the
Y'all
playoffs
ever,
every year. They've only had like...
And fuck Karl Malone.
Have y'all ever seen that play called The Book of Mormon?
No.
Nah.
It's like the only play that that you would ever watch that's actually good.
Do they have a Jazz fans like in the play or?
There's
Yelling
this
racial epithets?
there's like a joke that like all the Mormons live in Utah, right?
They do. Where else would they?
And then
be?
there's this one
There's
this one song that this kid like he thinks he's gay, but he's like trying to like not be gay because it's against Mormonism.
Right.
And then he was just like talking about how his dad would like beat the shit out of his mom every time the Utah Jazz would lose. And so just like every time I think of the Jazz, I think of that play. It's an amazing play. It's made by the creators of South Park.
Oh. Okay.
So
Yeah, I remember that.
100% would recommend. But like, yeah. Anyway,
I have to watch that really high with our friend Mancini.
Damn,
All right, but yeah. So outside of that, NBA's...
Mavs failure. Kyrie Mavs failure.
Yeah. Collapse.
Lucas.
It's not Kyrie's fault.
Lucas' fault. He came out and admitted he can't fucking play defense.
Yeah.
It's the whole team. They can't play defense
No, like
together.
Luka is not a superstar because he can't play defense.
You can't say that, bro.
You can't be a superstar and not
Lucas-
fucking
That's
play
why
defense.
no one listens to your basketball.
Kobe's a
takes, bro.
superstar because he can play
50.
defense. Durant can play defense before all injuries. Kawhi plays defense. That's what made him a superstar.
Bro, but Luka does stuff that even those guys
He
can't
scores.
do, bro.
He scores a lot. Okay, good for him. And he wears 77 and he's pudgy.
It's more than just that, bro.
Stop talking about his weight for no reason.
Look at the way he scores.
He should wear 77. It's an unflattering
He can
number.
distribute.
I have no reason to
How many
defend
point guards can you
Luka,
distribute?
but I will continue defending him forever and ever till the day I die.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, he
People-
did win.
Is that in your vows?
Yeah, it's probably part of it. Dude, I don't know, bro. He's just so like overanalyzed and criticized about his weight. Every time someone talks about it, I just want to freaking beat the shit out of him. There's no point.
Wow.
No,
Okay.
he
He's
should
a
have
big
won.
ass, husky ass, 6'7".
I mean, but
looking
yeah,
ass man.
look at Jokic. Jokic was too, and he lost weight, and now he's a 3-time MVP.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I get it.
And he plays defense.
You can only go so far though. Like at some point, you gotta
He's a
like.
lot.
How? What do you
layups
mean
on
by
him,
so
man.
far?
Ascend- you
Dropping
gotta
40,
take the
50
next
points
level.
in a game? Is that not enough
But
for y'all?
exactly, but that's what's crazy. Imagine
doesn't
if he
play
did the other
defense.
part. Like,
Play defense.
He's already on track to be better than you. I can never say his last name.
Jokic.
Okay,
Jokic.
we gotta
I don't
stop
know,
acting
bro.
like
Jokic
European
got
players don't
three
get a
fucking
pass for not
MVPs,
playing
bro.
defense. European players get passes for not playing defense, except Jokic.
we gotta stop pretending like Jokic ain't fucking him, bro.
He is
Jokic
him, but
is
that
not
doesn't mean
better
Luka
than
isn't
Joel
also
Embiid.
him. I will
Yeah.
continue to defend him forever. He
Joel
doesn't deserve all
Embiid
the
should
shit.
get the MVP. I'm just saying.
He's not even fat. He's not nearly fat. I wouldn't even call
He's
him
pudgy.
Tubby. I wouldn't even call him Tubby.
He's pudgy.
My whole
He's
thing
husky.
though is if you give Joel Embiid the fucking MVP,
He had 52 points. We're not
Like-
gonna overlook that.
That's foul because
he's the only thing keeping the Sixers alive. Ben Simmons ruined like 3 NBA teams. Ruined the chemistry.
AD got robbed out of his MVP in 2000.
And Kobe got robbed out of several MVPs because Steve Nash exists.
Yeah.
But is Kyrie the reason, though? Is Kyrie the reason for the Mavs?
No, he's not. Because think about it. Porzingis was there. Couldn't win with Porzingis.
Porzingis is washed.
He's a big that...
He's a fucking washing machine, bro. He's a coin laundry.
Doesn't matter. He'll still give you 16. He'll give you 16, 18. Doesn't matter. You need somebody. You need more than one person who can score.
Yeah, and get dunked on, bro.
Hey man,
7'6" getting dunked on, my guy.
Hey,
come on,
that boy.
He gets dunked on. That boy gets dunked on.
We know. He's Sean Bradley with a jump shot. We know. But my point is, you can't sit up here and act like Luka is this amazing superstar and then cut him slack every time his team chokes and he don't play defense. He don't play defense in the clutch against nobody. At least Steph Curry played defense in the clutch when it mattered. With his fucking ceramic ankles.
I mean, I don't know if it's necessarily fair to compare them though.
It is. They're both volume scorers.
But Kyrie,
the only player you can compare to Luka is LeBron.
Get the fuck out
of
here.
That's it, bro.
What?
Get the fuck out. You're
That's
on
it.
drugs.
How?
You're on drugs.
Play style, size, statistics.
You know what?
Ability to score, ability to pass.
Hey, what's the difference between T-Mac and Luka?
Bro, people said the same.
Aside from
Stop bringing up T-Mac, bro. T-Mac's not even at the
score,
fucking table, bro.
But they don't win shit.
T-Mac's not even at the fucking table,
they
my
score,
guy.
but they don't win shit.
I mean, I like Luka.
Luka's actually made it to the second round, bro. T-Mac never made it to the second round, bro.
He didn't make it to the second round. He didn't win.
We already had this fucking argument, bro.
He didn't win.
We've had this argument on the
win in the
podcast.
second round.
T-Mac has never made it to the second round. The only time he made it to the second round was when he was hurt on Ron Artest's team.
He was on the Spurs team that made it to the...
Okay, yeah, he won a ring on the Spurs team as a fucking 15th man.
They lost. He didn't win a ring.
Yeah, you're right. This is a 15th man. My bad.
I'm just saying.
Luka can't even sit at the same table as T-Mac, bro.
But you want to compare him to LeBron? That's random.
I'm saying Luka can't sit at LeBron's
compare him
table.
to Kobe. Okay, that's a fucking lie.
But not... What? Oh, you're saying... Oh, okay.
T-Mac shouldn't even be in the Hall of Fame.
Okay, I
thought you said Carmelo.
I thought you meant the other way around.
If you said Carmelo and Luka are about the same, I'd agree with you. They're walking buckets.
You don't even remember the shit that you were talking about LeBron at the lunch table in fucking freshman year of high school. You were probably saying the same exact shit. He don't play defense. He don't play defense.
He was their best player. He was their.
He wasn't playing defense,
bro. He was playing.
He was not playing defense, bro. He was not playing defense, bro.
Taking steals.
He was not on no fucking all defensive team, bro. Look it up.
So what? It was his first fucking couple years in the league. Nah, you can't shit on.
Okay, but
LeBron
you're gonna give LeBron a pass, but you won't give Luka. Luka's only in like his 5th year, bro.
First off, Luka never was as hyped as LeBron James ever. So you're
even
already
he kind of was.
No, the fuck he wasn't.
Bro, people were talking about Luka like 2 years before on fucking YouTube highlights.
So
and
was Luka a fucking 4-star
and his hot mom
receiver coming out of high school? No, he wasn't.
He was in fucking
where?
I don't know. One of those countries that used to be Russia.
You don't even know it? Serbia? You don't even know
Lithuania. I don't know.
You don't even know.
He's from
Slovenia.
Slovenia. There you go. Sasha.
He's one of those.
Isn't Sasha from somewhere else? He's not from there.
This is a lot of Luka talk for the topic being about Kyrie.
It's not about Kyrie though.
Yeah,
because Kyrie showed up and it scored.
Bro, I don't even like white basketball players. You got me defending Luka.
I'm not defending Luka because he don't play defense, and admits he doesn't play defense.
I will say though that I feel like Kyrie is the most clutch fourth quarter scorer in the league right now, or one of them.
At least Dirk Nowitzki admitted and tried to
and
play
to say
defense.
That he's the reason that the Mavs are having a hard time is hilarious when he literally just came in 3/4 of the way through the season. And
he's still mad.
Started balling the fuck out. He got what, 20 points in the fourth quarter.
Kyrie
last
dipped
night?
out on the Celtics after he said he wasn't going to.
Here's the problem.
Fuck Kyrie for that. Yeah.
I mean, fuck the city of Boston. Let's just be honest.
Look, watch. Kyrie's just doing the same shit. He's saying he's going to re-sign with the Mavs. It's not going to happen.
It's going to happen. I would bet my left.
Why would that happen?
Toe.
Don't do that. Because if you start limping for some reason 7 months from now,
bro, they literally showed a highlight of him saying that at every team he's been at.
Yeah, and then he leaves.
And then he leaves.
It's different.
He's a mercenary. So what?
He's gonna.
So
leave.
what? You're gonna go. You go where they pay you, right?
He's not
I don't
do
know.
that.
Every
You go where
time.
they pay you, right?
They're not gonna pay him.
I'm saying when you go where you would be paid, right?
Yeah. So that.
And if you get a better offer somewhere else, you're gonna leave, right?
That honestly, the Lakers would probably give him like a huge bag.
Yeah, because LeBron. This is LeBron's last leg,
Yeah.
and he wants to play with his
Last
son.
fucking toe.
Yeah.
Last heel. Last hamstring.
Honestly, his son
Last
should probably go to
shoulder.
college because I don't see how he'll get eaten alive in the NBA that first rookie year.
Kyrie's probably gonna end up in the Lakers. And yeah, it's gonna happen.
He should go to
so.
Portland so him and Dame can be miserable
Oh
together.
yeah, no.
But
That would never
Dame Lillard started to piss me off. As far as like, I love him. He's from Oakland, Bay Area cat. But bro, like,
He
waive
literally
your
wrote a
fucking
diss
no
song
trade
about you.
clause.
He
Waive
literally
your
wrote-
no trade clause.
He literally wrote a diss song about you, bro.
Hey,
He literally wrote a diss song about people fucking trying to get him to go to other teams.
and I'm tired of it.
It
Like,
just
bro,
dropped. It just dropped.
I
Like,
know.
Yeah,
I listened to it. Like, bro,
Okay.
just
Since
fuck.
it's already 9:30, I feel like we should probably move on. But on this topic.
But yeah, so
of
the East is wrapped up too. Bucks are in the 1 seed. Celtics are in the 2 seed.
Nobody
Yeah,
cares.
Fuck the Bucks, dude.
The
Boston ain't
Wizards
gonna
are
do
out
shit
of the
but
fucking
lose to the
playoffs.
Bucks again.
Speaking of Bradley Beal going to waste,
Send him to Portland.
so they can have the same thing they had 3 years ago.
Yup.
All right, moving on. Touchdown or fucking college football.
Wow.
Play the bell.
Oh, you
There should be
ain't
a
even
bell.
gonna talk about the famous Daves? You put a whole little thing about mid-ass barbecue.
Gotta be fade or
I
fair.
gotta eat it again. That's what I told her.
we had famous
Going to
Daves
hell.
barbecue this evening.
You're going to hell, buddy. You were a piece of shit of the highest order. Don't stand close to me. You don't get struck by lightning.
Dude, nice.
If God's a woman, you're getting pegged in the afterlife.
All
And
right.
oh, yeah, by the way, Mario hated mushrooms. The fuck is up with that?
Yeah, that was a random,
He just didn't
stupid
wanna-
lore
he's
edition. that
kinda
no one-
racist.
literally, no one asked for.
He just didn't want to go on a trip, bro. That's all.
I mean,
He doesn't do drugs, man.
shit.
All right, there should be a bell on your computer. On the computer.
But
The
yeah,
speaker?
I forced on everyone famous Dave's barbecue. It was amazing. Everyone acted like he was about to be mid, and
I never said that. I actually had it
it
in
was
Vegas.
cold ass barbecue, and it was the best barbecue any of these fuckers ever had.
Wow.
too.
Well,
Definitely
it's
not.
time out. It's not the
Definitely
best.
not.
It's not the best barbecue I've ever had.
wouldn't
Like,
say
chill.
Definitely not. Yeah, you gotta chill.
Brits barbecue, Johnny Memphis
Oh, please.
Smokehouse,
Y'all,
R.I.P.
bro, I can't trust anyone from California on barbecue. Please.
You've never had Johnny Memphis.
My
Smokehouse
dad can grill.
barbecue.
Anyway.
My dad can fucking grill, man.
Really?
I don't
Oh
know.
well, I'm not talking about homemade barbecue. I'm talking about
That spot in Mobile, that dude who just gave me a random fucking plate of
Mobile
barbecue.
doesn't count
That shit was fire.
because Mobile is the South. The more racist the state, the better their barbecue.
That's true. That is true.
Wow,
Explain
that's a bad
Arkansas.
correlation.
Explain Arkansas.
Brothers
'Cause they know
Virginia,
fire.
that's very good.
Okay, Arkansas is a little bit different because they like
Arkansas.
they be like hunting for their food.
Woo
I
Big
feel like
Suey.
Arkansas just like takes from every state around them.
Yeah.
Like they don't have an identity.
Yeah, pretty much. They're just,
I mean, they
they're
produce
just
really
there.
really good water,
That's
really
it.
nice, clear.
Don't they have one of the worst
mineral water.
educational systems in the country?
The worst one in the country is Mississippi, and then
That's
Louisiana, and then Texas.
We know why though.
Whoop. Let's go, baby!
All right, college football.
All right, on to March Madness.
Yeah, so in case you missed it, San Diego got dog stomped by UConn.
Still,
Ben Gordon still got caught a case. Which was random as fuck to me.
LSU beat Iowa.
I was
in
like,
the
damn,
women's.
imagine your alma mater winning and then you catch a case. Like,
wasn't he still smoking crack somewhere?
yeah, probably.
It's fucked up.
Did y'all see that LSU Iowa beef?
Yeah,
with the
it
women's?
wasn't even a
That was
beef.
Crazy. It
was
wasn't
all
real
these
beef. It
racist ass
was media beef.
There was all these racist ass sexist people in media who finally had to come out and say you don't really watch girls basketball,
Yep.
and you think they shouldn't be allowed to talk shit to each other.
Yep.
Like, first off, fucking
It's literally just athletes. being
Angel Reese
competitive.
came through Maryland. Some of the fucking playgrounds she played on, some of these journalists wouldn't fucking walk through those neighborhoods without pissing on themselves. So
That are
the same
bodyguard.
way male athletes go through some hard shit to get to college and play sports, women athletes go through the same thing. And they act like they don't have AAU for females. And first off, fuck Keith Olbermann and fuck
Okay.
you. We don't care that you like to put up, oh, this dog's gonna die. next
Tyler
week.
dropped an album?
Yes, he did. You're late.
What the fuck?
You're late.
Who? Tyler the Creator?
Yes, he's late.
Today?
Yeah. A lot of people
this
drop
is old.
A lot of people
It's
drop
a bonus album?
A lot-
Fucking hate bonus albums.
Oh, is
Black
it just like a
dropping
remix of his old
Yeah.
stuff? Ugh.
Don't leave.
No, but he added like 6
my
songs.
fault.
Anyway, we
Yeah,
won't
like
let
6
you
songs.
cook. Continue.
All right, cool. Yeah. So bottom line is, fuck Keith Olbermann.
Yeah.
Fuck Oscar Della, whatever the fuck his name was.
De La Hoya?
No, not De La Hoya. Some other dude. Oscar Garcia or some bullshit.
Oh.
Dave Portnoy. They called Angel Reese a stupid piece of shit and a fucking idiot. And honestly, I think both them dudes should be stomped out in public.
Definitely deserve to get
You
acted.
wouldn't say that shit to her face
Nope.
or her family's face because you will get your lily white ass, your brain stomped in, especially Keith Olbermann. Like, Keith Olbermann saying racist shit for a while now. I don't really trust that whole ESPN crowd, the old lineage, like, none of them. So,
Right.
and on top of that, bro, Caitlyn, like, all these white incels or white racist motherfuckers jumping on the let's make Caitlyn Clark a victim when she clearly said she's not a victim and that she talks shit too, and it was just shit talk, and LSU was a better team, and she likes that type of shit because she's a competitor.
Right.
Like, now you're just ignoring the autonomy of women's sports.
She literally did the same shit. This thing or whatever. She did the same shit like 1 week
It's like
beforehand.
it's fucking Haley Van Lith and her.
But it was okay when she did it.
Louisville's lame ass did it. Like, they deserve to get trash talked because she said some foul shit to some girl at whoever. I think Louisville be Texas or whatever. But yeah. So bottom line is the shit talk been happening, and what you're not gonna do is tell a black woman from Maryland what the fuck to say or do. And you're not gonna tell a team from Louisiana that just whooped your team's ass in the national championship game on some LSU when Joe Burrow was there type shit. You're not gonna tell them to be quiet. And yeah, the media has a very racist spin when it comes to covering black athletes when it's not a black person writing about it. I've seen that shit my whole life and coming through journalism school. People who don't look like you, especially in journalism, have some elitist ass attitude sometimes. Like, examples I can give you, Geraldo Rivera.
Oh, no.
Apparently he was in a gang or whatever,
man.
but this motherfucker, I met him at my internship. He's the exact piece of shit you think he is.
Yeah.
With the whole maybe Trayvon Martin got killed only because he was wearing a hoodie.
All right, can we speed this up? I'm sorry, we don't have a lot of time.
Nah, you can't. You shut the fuck up and sit there. So when it comes to the whole situation, like it's just whack that all these people are coming out trying to pretend like this is about sportsmanship. When most of y'all, if y'all were in that position, you be talking shit too. So shut up. Like Paige Bucher, she's coming back. All these like elite, like
All right, bro, you already said this like 3 times.
Actually, I didn't mention Paige Bucher's name until just now.
I know, man.
You
But
don't even
you've
know who that
already
is.
mentioned
You
the
don't even
media
watch
like 3
college,
times.
you don't even watch women's
I
college
know, that's
basketball.
why I'm trying to speed this up.
I have to fucking listen to you talk about the Clippers and Luka. So
Yeah, because
shush.
you've been getting your cheeks clap for 15 years.
What?
You can get your cheeks clap.
Who?
Laker fans, you.
You still don't have a championship.
Well,
Shut
I
your
don't
ass
care,
up.
bro.
Clippers ain't won shit.
I really don't
All
care.
right,
I got more championships than the
bottom
Clippers
line,
do.
Reese, she got did
Angel
dirty.
Reese, she did what she
got
did.
dirty, but it's been cleared and everybody's okay
And
now.
fuck
I mean,
Joe
at least she has
Biden's
a
wife.
championship, so.
Because
Yeah,
why
what
would
the
you
fuck?
invite losers to the White House?
Oh yeah. She said
How the
both
fuck you
teams
gonna invite
should
the
go
team
there.
that lost? And
Yeah,
then
no,
against
that
Iowa,
was weak.
Yeah,
like
that
that's
was
some.
Wait,
I'm,
what?
I'm a can't. Yeah,
Yeah, Joe
she's-
Biden wanted both teams at the White House.
What
Not
the fuck's wrong with that?
Joe. What?
You
No.
can invite.
You
Why not
fucking
invite-
lost.
You
Usually
lost.
you invite
Losers
the winner.
lose.
So, but
you don't
she-
get to go to the White House
But
when
she
you
invited
lose.
LSU too, and then LSU got mad about it. I heard about that. I didn't
Well,
understand.
Kim
the
Mulkey, the
context.
LSU head coach, is an avid Trump supporter and doesn't fuck with the Bidens whatsoever. And the team don't fuck with Biden because Joe Biden didn't even have LSU in the bracket. So they were like, fuck him and his wife. And then they're like, oh, they were so good, both teams should go. And they're like, if our black ass team lost in the national championship game, you would not be inviting us. You only wanted to invite Iowa, a team full of
I
white
feel like
girls,
that's
and
a
2
stretch.
mixed chicks.
I feel like that's a stretch.
Just watch LSU
No,
decline.
no.
and be like,
In the
"Fuck
history
y'all."
of sports, the loser never goes to the White House. When the Raiders lost the Super Bowl,
Okay, when's the last
they
time?
didn't go to the White House.
But when's the last time that the female basketball national
Warriors
championship
didn't go to
even
Trump.
went to the White House.
Yeah, because they didn't. Yeah, but that's the winner not going.
Yeah.
The winner always goes
Right.
to the White House.
But in women's basketball?
No, in sports in general. Every
but
sport.
specifically in women's basketball?
Yes. It's the
They
same
go
across
to
the board.
They go every single year?
The winner, if they don't, if they
did
want
the
to,
WNBA stuff all the time. The winner
every
always
team
won.
that wins a championship in college and the pros or the Olympics, you go to the White House. And if you don't want to go to the White House,
I just
you
never
don't
hear.
go.
I just never hear about it unless it's a men's sport. So
you ever seen the losers go? You ever seen when the women's national team got clapped in the World Cup? Did they go to the White House? No, because they didn't win. The winners go to the White House.
But if they both got invited though, like it's not like LSU didn't get invited.
But you're not supposed to invite the loser because that's never happened in like the history of the White House.
If I was the first lady and it was like OU versus
she
somebody
don't
and
even fucking
OU
watch
lost,
sports.
I'd probably want to invite OU too.
But she only did
mean-
that
That's a
because
bias.
she had a clear
that's
bias against a team that was predominantly black versus a team that has a white girl who's one of the best players in the nation, and the team's like all white with two light skinned chicks. So it's like you said, I mean, it was the highest grossing women's basketball game of all time. It beat the dog shit out of the men's ratings. It was 9.9 million viewers. Like, it did great. But there's more storylines in women's basketball. It's been like that for like the past 5 years. Everybody like Breanna Stewart just came out of nowhere. She won fucking Player of the Year all 4 years.
Jesus,
and
that's
won
crazy.
She won 4 straight national titles. And Player of the Year all 4 years. Like winning the Heisman 4 straight
Bro,
years.
9 million is not a lot.
9.9. But for women,
that's not a lot, bro. Like,
it's not.
Probably fucking How I Met Your Mother probably beats that.
9.9 for women's basketball.
Oh,
Like,
I mean, in general.
one year ago, women's basketball was the
I
most
mean, in
the most
general.
overhated sport.
I mean,
like,
in general,
It
bro.
destroyed the
Specifically
men's
men-
national championship game is what
It
I'm
was
saying.
it was on broadcast, right?
So was the men's game, and nobody watched
It was on
that shit.
broadcast, right?
Whoa.
Yeah.
More people watch
Yeah.
Monday Night Raw.
Jazz
So,
got
but,
eliminated.
That's
yeah,
not a
like,
lot, bro.
Good. I'm glad the Jazz got eliminated.
Because think about it, the Super Bowl does like 200 million.
You can't compare anything to
So?
the Super Bowl.
Fuck, that's.
But think
that's
about
sad,
it.
bro.
Last year,
It's college sports, bro.
out of all,
There's a lot of
out
women in the
out
world.
of all
Like, you
the
think
women,
that more people would watch it? Like,
I mean, women have
It's
been
college
conditioned
basketball.
not like sports because it's masculine. So, I mean, you know how many women have told me that I'm not a man, so I shouldn't watch her play sports or be interested in sports? More women than men, honestly.
I know girls who run track.
Yeah,
I'd
but
gladly watch them
now-
run track.
they pander to women a lot, so.
How?
A lot. The pink thing, the fucking jerseys.
breast cancer?
The pink thing is old.
Yeah. That's,
But that's
That's
not
old.
just an NFL thing. That's like a
I know. That's
countrywide
what I'm
thing.
saying. All the sports leagues do. They all know that that's a fucking disposable
That's
income they
not
can
even
tap
a
breast
sports
cancer
into.
thing, though.
awareness
That's
month.
like a nationwide thing. Breast cancer awareness.
I know,
month.
but
It's
the
not-
schools have
sports
alternate
started
colors.
recognizing it and integrating it
that
into
doesn't
their
matter, though.
calendar.
Everyone has a mom. That doesn't mean you can't be sexist.
I know, but what I'm saying is
Get
now
up.
they're pandering to
Get up.
that.
Damn, Cook. She's cooked.
I'm agreeing with you.
I would never say that Breast Cancer Awareness Month is pandering whatsoever.
Well, it is when you fucking find someone for wearing pink cleats, and
Well,
then
that's
all of a
because
sudden
they
a
fucked
year later,
D'Angelo
you
Williams
fucking
over.
a year later, it's fine. Now everyone can do it because now we sanction it because now we care about our mothers.
But that's the NFL. That's a whole nother bag. That's a whole nother fucking can of worms.
I mean, there's
But what I'm
definitely-
saying is, all the leagues have plenty of initiatives to fucking
every time I
involve
see a
female
Nike,
fans,
yeah, no, I agree.
female viewers, et cetera, because they know it's a fucking growing demographic that they
Well,
can get money
well,
out of.
well,
I
we
mean,
have
every
to be
single
honest.
time I see a Nike commercial that has a bunch of women in it, it does feel extremely pandering. But
Not if Candace Parker's in it.
and
She's a
do you
goat.
remember that? What's that one Nike commercial where it literally says like "destroy sexism" in it or something? I literally wanted to kill myself when I watched that. It was so fucking embarrassing. To
I
watch.
see it, but I will say this: women don't really support women in women's sports across the
I
board.
mean, yeah,
It's financially proven at almost every level.
but that's what I'm saying. That's
More
why it's
men
sad.
watch women's college
It's
basketball
sad
than
that
women do.
like this game was so big that like it was all over the mainstream
And I
social
mean,
media,
Even I
and-
fall victim
and
to
it's
that.
still only like taps out at 9
like,
million.
who are your
that's
top
not a
10
lot.
favorite WNBA players?
I don't watch the WNBA.
See,
I
That's
just,
your fault.
I mean, I literally just said that I've fallen victim to that.
I definitely don't watch the WNBA.
I can only watch like
I
2 or 3
definitely don't
teams.
watch WNBA, bro.
I
I barely watch NBA.
I can't watch the Sparks anymore. They piss me off. But I watch the Aces all day because they play great basketball.
But the thing is I don't even
And
I don't
now
even
Tom
watch the
Brady
NBA
owns
like
the
that.
state.
So
God damn it, Lucas.
the only comparison that you could make for me would be golf, but I don't watch.
You
female-
fucking watch golf. That's
I
all
don't
you-
watch LPGA.
All right,
Who wants to watch golf in general? I'd rather
do.
play mini
so
golf.
we got like 20 minutes, and we still have a rundown. So We need to move on. But yeah, Kenny, real quick, I was just gonna say, what was the real DBU? Because that was a big debate this week on social media.
It's still kind of too early to tell.
I think it was LSU, OSU, Florida, and then
it has to be.
It's definitely not Bama.
It's not Bama.
You put it on here.
It's not
Well,
Bama.
that was the 4 options that fucking people were
Bama
debating
just
about.
they get 5-star recruits, but they've had way more 5-star busts
Bust.
than anybody. LSU, I have to say.
Yeah, it might be.
LSU has the best.
LSU always has like the best corners. So.
They have dudes who were like 3-star recruits, 2-star recruits. Like Justin Jefferson's one of the best receivers in the league, and he was a 2-star recruit.
Right.
Like Tyrann Mathieu came out of nowhere. So I mean,
and Ohio State's had some busts too.
Ohio State has more busts than they do fucking playmakers. Now, if we're talking receiver, I'm gonna have to go Ohio State because they have a factory right now.
Yeah,
That's true.
I agree.
But it's LSU.
Yeah, well,
I think LSU. You could say linebacker and DB because Florida has too many guys who bust out too.
yeah.
But I think the thing why they're in the conversation though is because sometimes that's all they'll have is a corner and a safety.
But once they get a QB, it's fucking scary. Look what happened with Joe Burrow.
So I think that's why they're in the conversation more so than like they just bump people out all the time. Like
they-
sometimes that's all they have is a fucking defensive backfield.
I mean, shit. So what? They got dudes who like weren't even good really in the grand scheme of things, but they're gonna get drafted.
Right.
Yep.
But yeah, when it comes to players and visits to teams, I don't really give a shit because every prospect is gonna visit the team. That's not news to me at all, unless it's like the night before the draft, and it's like, okay, that's interesting. College football USC spring game is next week, so I'm excited for that. 15th.
All right, touchdown and turnover. I don't have the rundown in front of me.
Mac Jones trade rumors. Let's get to it. You know what? I'm gonna concede my time to the 2 people across this table. And shit, if we go over, fuck it, I'll buy some more time. But I just want to hear from y'all. The Mac Jones trade
I'm trying to
rumors.
drink, man. Spring break.
I mean,
That's why I was gonna go 8 to 11. Y'all
I
want to go
already know
7
you
to
got
10?
to talk mad shit about
She
Mac
said 7
Jones,
to
so
10.
go ahead.
No, I said
Wait, what'd you say?
You definitely said 7 to 10.
too.
No, you said something.
I was gonna say 8 to 11 because I knew this was gonna happen.
Bro, having those drinks just make me want to have more drinks.
I know.
And the food.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get drunk.
I'm down.
Let's get drunky drunk.
I won't because I'm driving, Lucas, but I'll have a couple. But anyway, go ahead because I know you're about to talk mad shit.
Okay, I will say I don't think Mac's a guy. However, I think he's being done dirty here.
Bro, what's with the Raiders shirt?
He knows what time it is.
I
He know where he at.
I don't want to. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Can't bring friendly gifts.
I never thought he was a guy because I just don't trust Bama quarterbacks. Like I don't know how Bryce Young is gonna turn out. You know.
No,
But-
Bryce Young different. He's from LA.
But it
He's
depends.
different.
It
He's
depends
different.
where he goes, though. That's the thing.
I mean, shit. He's
So-
different.
Where's Bryce from?
He's from fucking Dina. He's from Pasadena. He went to Cathedral and then transferred to
Dina.
people from Pasadena.
People
They say
from
Dina.
In Cali,
So
I guess that's what
cringe.
they say. Yeah.
They
How's
say
that
Dina.
cringe?
They will kill
Fuck,
you.
that
if
shit's
you-
hard.
You know, I,
Some
when
people
I
in
first,
I
Pasadena
wish
will
I could
kill
be
you.
like, I'm from Dina.
when I first
Fuck.
moved here, people were like, "Yeah, we call ourselves Angelinos." I almost,
No, I've never heard
White
anyone say
people
that.
I've
in
almost
Santa
passed
Monica
out
say
from
that.
cringe.
Yeah,
I almost
never heard
passed
anyone
out.
say that.
No, I'm nobody says that. Nobody in Hawthorne says
Or
that.
people will say I'm from the 626.
Wait, we cut Lucas off, so go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, I never really thought he was a guy. You know, he looks like a random creative character of like how a white person should be. But
You'll take your daughter on a nice date, buy her some fucking cream
Corsage.
corn.
It's like if you put
Yeah.
every white man together and morphed them, it would be Mac Jones.
You give him a dad bod torso.
And then
Mac Jones should have been Mario.
Honestly,
And then we got Bailey Zappi, who's the Netflix version. So you know, I mean,
damn.
yeah, he's being screwed. I mean, there's like no other way to say it. Like, I mean, I don't blame him for being pissed off because you know we had a bunch of clowns running offense.
Matt
year.
Patricia.
Matt Patricia, Joe Judge. I mean, it's just it
Fucking
wasn't
Bill
gonna-
O'Brien. Good Lord.
Well, I think Bill O'Brien will help, but like as long as you don't give him general manager powers, it'll be fine. Like that was the one issue with O'Brien back in Houston is that they gave him GM powers, and that's why everything collapsed.
Yeah, he's pretty stupid.
Other than that, like his coaching mind, his offense, like it should be improved, but this trade rumors thing was like kind of random though, and I don't know who would want Mac.
The Jets.
No.
I
If they can't get Aaron
doubt the
Rodgers.
Jets would ever.
No, yeah, they wouldn't do
want
that.
to trade
I don't think
for
anyone
him.
wants him.
Yeah, no one wants him, and then also it would be
Deshaun
like,
Alexander?
what would it be for? Like a fourth or a fifth? Like what?
Fifth.
Absolutely nothing.
All right, Nikki, touchdown or turnover. Matt getting traded.
All right, I'll be really quick because I know we don't got time, but
Yeah.
I will say when I heard about how the fact that Bill Belichick was somehow offended or salty about the fact that Mac reached out to his old coaches at Alabama, such as Nick Saban, his old quarterback coach, etc., for advice on, whatever, like his training or his performance. And he actually got mad enough to start shopping him as if it was like the straw that broke the camel's back or whatever. That's pretty embarrassing.
Yeah, it's pretty petty.
That's extremely petty. Coming from,
I mean, he's 70.
it's just his Bill. I don't want to say this because
Say
Bill is such.
Got Alzheimer's, dementia.
His fall from grace has been very sudden and hard to watch because
quite delicious actually.
Because it went from, if we would back up, let's all take a quick trip down memory lane. When Brady announced
without Brady.
When Brady announced that he was that he was leaving the Patriots, everyone, the common narrative was we've heard it a million times. It's always been Bill Belichick. It's always been Bill Belichick. It was never Brady. It was Bill Belichick. He's the real whatever. And then Brady leaves and has an ounce, a crumb of success. And then,
it was a pretty big crumb.
okay, well, you know what I mean, though.
Pretty big crumb.
Pretty big chunk.
What I'm saying is Brady has, in Brady terms, mild success.
Right.
And all of a sudden, Bill Belichick
I think this is
becomes the
just
laughing
Patriots
stock.
fans projecting.
I have been on Bill's. I have been a Bill Belichick meat writer ever since Brady left.
I've never liked the guy.
Can she say that?
Yeah.
Bro, I've been defending him consistently when people keep talking mess, but the fact that he got so emotional about Mac's decision to reach out.
But the thing
to his
is,
old
I feel like these things.
Their coaching staff is a complete shit show.
I feel like these things are just going on in fucking Patriots' head because, like,
Matt Patricia's running your
I think
offense,
outside
bro.
of that
I would get
Patriots
outside
bubble,
help too. I would ask
I
other
think
people
everyone
too.
always thought it was Brady. Like, and Belichick was the assist man. Like,
all of the haters,
like, it
which
was
was
always
most
Brady.
people, you cannot sit here and tell me that Tom Brady did not get way more popular when he moved to Tampa Bay.
because he had personality. He started fucking talking about shit.
Patriot way clearly
And
was
speaking
Everyone
out on
fucking
issues.
despised Brady, and
Speaking
then he
out
goes,
on pop culture, and
he
that,
goes
but
to
that
Tampa
was Bill
Bay, and all of a
Belichick.
sudden he's he's whatever, like he's everyone's favorite player. All of a sudden when he
Bro, he won 6 championships in fucking in New England. Did we ever see him fucking jumping across ships and shit and fucking wandering around being drunk as fuck? No.
because Bill forced him to be humble on camera.
Exactly, and now he got to be his fucking
And clear-
self, and
but
people are like,
clearly
"Yo,
it was
we actually would kick it with Brady. Like, he's not a fucking avocado ice cream eating douchebag.
like
Like,
a narc.
Also, I'm just gonna say,
like he's just dating a fucking supermodel and is controlled by a narcissistic coach. Like, it's fine.
Bottom line, I am disappointed in Bill Belichick's decision making.
Now he's just gonna be kicking it in Vegas.
I just want him to retire already.
I don't think he will.
All right,
I hope he does.
Kenny Jr. I'm gonna be quick and take 5 minutes.
I took the least amount of time.
It was 2.
You started at 47.
47? No, I did not.
Yeah, you did. I looked.
did not.
I looked. We can run the tape back.
Damn.
I'm gonna just buy an extra hour because we're probably gonna go over.
I mean, we have a 15-minute grace period.
Really?
Yeah,
All right.
we can probably get through this.
Our next Our next one says Mama Kelce jersey in Hall of Fame.
Yeah, so in case you missed it, basically the jersey and shoes she was wearing that were half Eagles, half Chiefs, they're on display in the Hall of Fame.
That's a mad touchdown.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think that's cool. Yeah, I actually thought that was cool because it's like something that's unique. Yeah, she signed it.
That's baller.
She signed it.
Yeah,
the first brothers to ever go against each other in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and they have a picture of all three of them at the end of the game.
That's sick.
That's fucking awesome, bro.
Yeah, I think that's cool. All right, next one. Corey Peters retires. Nobody cares about Corey Peters.
Long-time D tackle, like 13 years in the league or something like
Mid.
He's like slightly above mid.
He lasted a while. You want to skip the Washington one?
The Washington team is supposed to be sold in May.
The commies.
Until it happens,
Specifically
I don't
May
believe it.
22nd.
Wait, to who though? Aren't there like three?
There's like
bidders?
There's like Jeff
3 or 4
Bezos.
bidders.
Until it
Who the fuck are
happens.
they gonna sell it to?
I feel like it's not news until it's
If
news.
Jeff Bezos buys what is it?
Commies.
The Commanders, I will never watch the NFL ever again.
Because what's it we call it? Daniel Snyder's fighting against that.
Yeah, he is.
No, fuck Dan. I don't even, bro. Whatever Daniel Snyder's fighting against.
He got some dirt. He's just unleashed all the dirt and just.
Yeah.
That's the thing, though.
Start
If
the
Daniel
Civil
Snyder,
War.
if Daniel Snyder don't like it, then it's probably a good thing.
I mean, he already released dirt on Gruden, so
That's not enough, though. He needs to release everything so we can just have a civil war.
yeah,
and get
because
this
he's
shit
a piece
over
of
with.
shit himself, so he was trying to take some of the heat off his back.
Yeah, but take all the
Broncos
heat off.
Broncos legend John Elway. He was the GM. He announced this week that he's no longer in official capacity with the job.
He was a consultant, and his consulting contract ended, and they mutually agreed to part ways before his contract ended.
Damn.
they already made George Payton the GM.
His quote
He's a
quote
consultant.
was that he's left the team in good hands with the new regime.
Yeah,
which
so he
means
was-
they didn't
New
want him
regime.
anymore.
So
He don't wanna be there
touchdown
anymore.
or turnover. Elway no
I
longer.
think the new ownership
Touchdown.
was like, nah, get out of here.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a touchdown. He knew the writing was on the wall. It's over.
Paxton Lynch, Drew Lock.
I respect him. For
I would have
knowing
just
it
put
was
that
time
on his
to hang it
fucking
up.
pink slip. Paxton Lynch, Drew Lock.
You traded Bradley Chubb for what?
Wait, did he draft Tebow?
Oh yeah, Tebow too.
Tebow, yeah.
3.
Damn.
There you go.
McDaniels. Holy shit, it's been that far back.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, he hired McDaniels. Oh shit.
Yeah, he's been GM for a minute, bro.
Damn.
Since like he
Ooh-wee.
fucking
I
retired.
totally forgot about all
That
that.
Pete Manning shit saved his whole.
Yeah, literally his whole legacy.
I gotta give him another 7 years. To
I mean, he
fuck
still
up.
has more clout than anyone in fucking Denver, so
For
he's
sure.
still gonna be around.
Well,
He just
More than Peyton?
definitely
More.
more on Peyton.
Peyton's like a cool stepdad.
I think if you're under the age of 25, Peyton has more.
No,
clout.
I'm talking about in Denver.
Yeah.
That
In
team
Denver.
is,
No, fuck no.
He doesn't
Then
even-
John Elway?
3
If
Super
you're under the age
Bowls.
of
Like,
25,
Bro,
Peyton
John
has more
Elway
clout.
went to more than 3. What, 5 Super Bowls?
But you have to
he only
remember,
won.
like
He went
won
to
3.
3 with
my-
Dan
people my
Reeves.
age-
He went to the 2, so 5.
People my age never experienced John Elway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We experienced Peyton.
But you know, if you're a Broncos fan, you know
I
him.
guess if you're Brian.
That's what I'm
Yeah, we're
saying.
not
In
Broncos
Denver,
fans.
we're
Well,
saying
but I
in
asked-
Denver.
I-
young-
but
you
me
young
personally,
whippersnappers.
I never experienced Drew Bledsoe, so I don't have. He doesn't have any clout to me like
You
that.
just
Yeah,
know
but
him as
he
a-
didn't win 5 Super Bowls and was the number 1
6.
pick.
Yeah.
He was a
And literally-
overall pick.
Actually,
Out of Washington
Drew
State.
Bledsoe was the first
And
one
literally,
picked
like,
in
chose your
97.
team. Like, he chose them.
Yeah.
He rose them from the fucking.
Ashes.
Yeah.
Now he just became like a concussed, bitter quarterback for the Buffalo Bills, who was actually kind of nice in Madden.
Yeah.
For keeping it.
Shout out to Eric Moulds.
Shout out to Eric fucking Moulds.
All right, moving on. The Raiders hired Danny Amendola and signed Brian Hoyer. Touchdown and
Brian
turnover.
Hoyer.
Absolute turnover, bro.
37.
Goddamn.
Damian Amendola is going
Las
to be
Vegas.
a returner's
So
coach.
Las Vegas
Las Vegas
Patriots.
Patriots,
Holy
yeah.
Wait,
shit.
Hoyer's 37?
Yes, 38.
What
why
the
is
fuck?
why is everybody
Yeah,
on that
German.
team and on that staff a former Patriot?
Jesus.
Like, why do
He's
y'all
German,
so
too,
obsessed
by
with
the
getting
way.
our sloppy seconds, bro?
He's German. You just had to throw that in there?
Yeah.
Schadenfreude? Damn.
Why are y'all so obsessed with
No,
getting our
like,
sloppy
he's from
seconds?
Germany.
I would have taken
For real.
Jacoby.
I don't look at me. I don't want none
Everybody
of these
on that
motherfuckers.
team,
I would've taken
everybody on
Brissett.
that team has association with the Patriots.
I
How
would've
does that
taken
make y'all
Brissett.
feel?
I just wanted Brian Flores.
Y'all are the Patriots of
I
the
just
West.
want to.
Body, yada, yada.
But no, for real, I wish everything best for what is Amendola doing?
He's the
probably
returner's
a
coach.
Returner's coach.
Always a
And helping out with the receivers.
Did he even return?
A little bit,
Yeah,
and
he
he wasn't
returned,
good.
yeah.
He's a small white receiver who
Nah, he's
somehow
sick.
made a
Don't
long
say he's
ass-
not good. No, he
He was
he
alright.
is a multiple Super Bowl winner.
That don't mean shit.
Well, he didn't do
that. Means nothing.
No
Samaki Walker has NBA championships.
Danny Amendola is like top 10 favorite Patriots of mine.
Samaki Walker has more NBA championships.
Bro, he's your returners coach now. You gotta like him.
No, I don't.
Bro,
I don't remember returning kicks.
What with Danny Amendola for? What did he ever do to you?
He's not even qualified to have that position. Josh Cribbs is qualified to do that.
He's got more Super Bowls than anybody else on your team except Jimmy Garoppolo, but then he was for the Patriots too.
When you're a poor man's Julian Edelman, like, come on, bro.
Poor man's?
He's a poor man's
when you're
poor
a poor
man's terminally ill fucking Wes Welker.
Yeah, when
he's Tim Dwight with no speed.
They're not comparable people, bro.
He's Tim Dwight with no speed. They are. They're literally the same body type. They went to we said that at the same time. And they went to the same school. They played the same position.
Oh my god, bro.
All right, moving on.
College football trivia for the win.
The Ravens offered OBJ a contract. Touchdown or turnover, Kenny? Allegedly. He's waiting for the Jets. He's waiting for the Aaron Rodgers trade.
Bro, he needs to just go to the Chiefs and just become a number one receiver over there.
He should lower his price to go to Andy Reid. Yeah, exactly. I mean,
I'm gonna say it's a turnover because
they got Sky Moore.
In case you didn't know, Baltimore is where receivers go to die. Literally.
And plus, they have we don't know what's gonna happen with Lamar either. So it's like, why would he go there?
That's why they're trying to use him to help keep Lamar.
It's not gonna.
They're trying to use him to drive the price down.
Like, even if OBJ says yes, it's not gonna work.
Who's throwing to you?
The Titans and Raiders may move up to number 3. Touchdown or turnover?
Turnover.
I say it's a touchdown.
Fam, if you can't get Richardson or Stroud,
well, you're going to be able to get one of those guys.
You don't know that. Atlanta might say fucking and take a QB. And
but I mean, even
Desmond Ritter's trade bait.
You even said Bryce Young is him, so you're going to get one of those 3.
No, I said Bryce Young is him, buddy. I've been saying Bryce Young is him since he transferred from cathedral to modern day, and then fucking.
That's what I'm saying.
Single season ever.
You're going to get one of those 3 players.
Not necessarily.
How are you? You're going to go to number 3. You're going to get one of those 3 players.
Houston is pump faking like they're going to go defense. They could.
They're absolutely not. That would be the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Bro, are you listening? I said move up to 3, not 5. 3.
Why would the Raiders move up to 3? Why would that make sense?
To get CJ or get Anthony Richardson.
How much did they just pay? How much did they just pay Jimmy?
No, they wouldn't have. Bro, there's 3 picks.
How much did they pay Jimmy? Is what I said.
A lot of money.
No, it's only like 20, 30 guaranteed.
Try
I thought
30.
it was like 30.
No.
Try 35.
No, his cap hit's only like
it's
20.
It's like a $52 million contract, but it's really only like 30
his cap hit's only like 20.
I feel like spending that much money on somebody, you're not going to draft a quarterback.
Why?
At 3?
Why? The Niners did it with Trey Lance.
Shows absolutely no trust in Jimmy.
The Chiefs did it with Pat Mahomes.
Honestly, I just want Lamar to go to the Niners so I can become a Niners fan.
That's what I look at.
When they drafted old boy, whatever his name is, Jordan Love, how Aaron Rodgers got all pissy because
he got
okay, but what about Alex Smith and Pat Mahomes? That worked out fine.
Hey, I'm gonna just be honest.
How about Alex Smith and Pat Mahomes? That worked out fine.
That's because Alex Smith was a pro's pro. Alex Smith was a pro's pro.
How is it the same? How is it not the same?
Because Alex Smith has a different worth in different ways than Jimmy G does.
Alex Smith
what do you mean? They're both former 49ers quarterbacks who were mid as fuck and almost lost their job like every single year.
Patrick Mahomes was drafted
10th overall pick
at the end of the first round.
10th overall pick.
Alex Smith was number 1.
Yeah, because they traded up.
He traded up to 10.
Yeah,
Alex Smith was 1.
No, but Alex Smith wasn't Alex Smith in KC that he was when he first came into the league. He was 1 pick and 11 interceptions his rookie year bad. Yeah. It took him like 10 years to finally be fucking good because he kept getting different offensive coordinators and instead of just letting him do what he does good at, dinking and dunking.
Jimmy G has a $23 million cap hit.
Yeah.
Which isn't that high.
Yeah.
He's probably like the 14th highest paid quarterback.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I say why not?
I just hope Lamar ends up on the Niners so I can just become a Niners fan.
Because the thing is, if you don't take a quarterback now,
you ain't going to get one next year.
You're not going to get one. Like, either you're going to be mid with Jimmy G or you're going to be good with Jimmy G.
You make the playoff.
But either way, you're not going to get a quarterback.
The entire offseason is gain a bunch of quarterbacks. Hoyer, Jimmy G.
Hoyer's going to be teaching the system.
Yeah, basically.
In case Jimmy
gets because you have to figure out that position.
the Raiders
in the
need more
division
than a
that they're in.
quarterback.
Yeah, they need a whole defense.
In the division that they're in, though, they need to figure that out first
No,
and
y'all need to pick
foremost.
up- what's his name out of Georgia?
Nah,
Jalen Carter.
not
yeah.
Jalen Carter.
He
He doesn't know how to fucking drive a
Jalen
car
Carter
safely.
seems
He's
like a
gonna
Raider,
fall back
doesn't
in the
he?
draft.
He
The Raiders
doesn't.
should pick
Nah,
him
he's
up.
going top 10.
In the
Seattle
second.
needs a D tackle.
Yeah, Seattle will
Okay,
take him.
but even
Atlanta
if,
needs
even if
a
he
D
goes-
tackle.
I mean, he was projected 1, wasn't he?
Yeah,
so
at one point.
anything he was, he's gonna fall.
He's not going to Vegas because they dealt with Henry Ruggs and reckless driving.
Damn, I got it right on the head. Jimmy G's the 14th highest paid quarterback.
Oh,
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, which means that's barely top half.
Damn,
So-
that's crazy.
I'm just waiting for Lamar to get traded to the Niners so I can become a Niners fan and be done with the shit.
I mean,
I'm over
God,
it.
it's really hard not to root for the Niners just because they're so.
Speaking of
interesting
which-
to
Do you know
watch.
Lamar and Nick Bosa on the same team would blow up the fucking world? That's the storyline I want.
oh shit. Yeah.
All
Nah, they'd become best friends, bro. It'd be like
Only on the
it
field.
would be like Ruth Bader Ginsburg hanging out with what's that, Justice Scalia. Like how
Fuck both of them though.
All right.
Hey, what Ruth Bader Ginsburg
All
are
right.
you?
All right.
She has to fashion about
We're
black
on
people back in
time.
the day. I
We're
feel
on
that.
time. We're on time. Take
Fuck
or
Scalia,
tangent. Cardinals owner was accused of cheating and retaliation.
though. Oh boy.
Basically, his
What's
vice
retaliation
president
mean?
came back when the vice president was suspended for 6 games during the Steve Wilkes season.
Yeah.
They basically made him carry around a burner's phone to keep in contact with the team,
Damn.
which he didn't want to do, but the owner made him do it, and the owner would blow him up, and then just the whole Steve Wilkes thing, like various other things. So now he's suing him in civil court.
I'm
Nice.
confused. How's that cheating? How's having a burner phone?
That
cheating?
that was one other thing.
He has
well,
dirt
because
for
he's not
propriety.
supposed to be in contact with the team. He was suspended for an unrelated thing.
What does retaliation mean?
He created a hostile environment for women of color and LGBTQ
So it's just
folks.
Snyder all
Okay,
over
that's a
again.
weird word to say though. Retaliation.
It's like
being
if you were a
racist?
whistleblower
Yeah.
and then they fired you because you blew a whistle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's retaliation.
They fired him for snitching, basically.
Mhm.
Okay,
Even though what he did was like technically the right thing to do, but
I'm following.
he has dirt on his jacket, so it
Right.
doesn't count.
Yeah, this is a Snyder situation again.
Yeah,
Honestly,
pretty
the whole
much.
NFL, pretty
I mean,
much.
Fucking
I don't
Paul
have any
Richardson.
opinion about that.
All over again.
You gotta stop saying Paul Richardson, bro. Leave that man alone.
All
He's
right,
living his life. He's not dead.
I thought he died.
No, what the fuck? Paul Richardson's
Didn't
life
we
was
just do
Wait,
something
wasn't that
about
the
him
Panthers?
Paul
dying?
Was
Richardson
that the
didn't
Panthers
die. What the
owner?
fuck's wrong with
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, he just
He
died.
just
Jerry
died, bro.
Richardson.
He just died at like.
It's
80
Jerry Richardson.
Yeah, he just
Are they
died at,
different
like,
people?
89.
Paul Richardson was a fucking receiver who was at Sarah, who went
Oh,
to
yeah.
Colorado
You're
because he
right,
got kicked out of UCLA.
You're right. You're right, my
God
bad.
damn, bro.
You're right, my bad.
Yeah, no, Jerry Richardson's dead. Yeah, he died.
Woo!
recently.
That was a
Fucking
big GFE.
Speaking death on
That
the
was a big
Bro, I live in Gardena. I'm right by Sarah High School. I gotta go home. What's wrong with you?
Bad
bro? That was a big ass GFE.
You got like 100 fucking Samoans on me now.
All right, Cam Newton came out of the woodworks and basically was like,
This should be fade or fair.
there's not 32 players better than me,
But there are 12 guys I'll back up.
but there are 12 guys that he'll back up.
Damn.
Okay, but what are the 12 guys?
Do you really want me to go through the whole list?
Kinda
Go
do.
through the whole list.
Fuck, dude.
First off, there
We don't
are
have
there
time.
Deshaun
Alright.
Watson, wherever Lamar is going, Aaron Rodgers, Anthony Richardson,
Anthony Richardson.
yeah, wherever Anthony
Okay.
Richardson, Stroud, and CJ are going.
Okay, so basically, what Kenny
say the
said?
names.
What
Say the
Kenny
names.
said? Deshaun Watson, Lamar Jackson, Justin Fields, Tua, Malik Willis, C.J. Stroud,
Tua.
Bryce Young, Anthony Richardson, Jalen Hurts, Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, Sam Howell. What the fuck is
Patrick
Sam
Mahomes is on that
Howell?
list.
That's such
Six
a
of,
random
no,
list,
no, no,
bro.
no. 6 of those quarterbacks
Aren't
came from
even-
his quarterback
I'm sorry.
academy.
I'm sorry. Does
Oh,
he really think
okay,
that he
right.
Cam
deserves
Newton had
to
a
start
quar-
over Patrick Mahomes?
No,
Right.
as a backup. But Cam
No,
Newton,
he said he'll
he-
back them up.
Cam
he said
Newton,
he wouldn't. He said he wouldn't back up Patrick Mahomes.
No, Pat Mahomes is on his
Oh,
list.
he was on the list.
Yeah, he's on the
Oh,
list.
I didn't hear him. I didn't hear you say that one.
So when
Oh no, you're right. He's not.
he's not on the list.
You really think
Oh,
you're
yeah,
watching
yeah.
Patrick
Mahomes.
Mahomes, buddy?
Bottom
You ain't
line
better
is,
than Mahomes.
like 6 of those guys, like Deshaun Watson and Malik Willis and Sam Howell, like 6 of those QBs came from underneath Cam Newton's quarterback passing academy.
Right.
Well, 3 of these guys aren't even in the league, so that
God,
tells you he
I-
pretty much thinks he's a top 10 quarterback.
Richardson was one of them, though.
He
But
pretty much gaslit the media into
I absolutely.
saying he's a top 10 quarterback. Like, he literally just got a quote saying he's a top 10 quarterback without saying he's a top 10 quarterback.
I feel like
That's
there's-
fucking
But
wild.
Your agent
That's
should have said
fucking
that.
genius,
Your
bro.
agent should have said that.
That's
but
fucking
that's
genius.
That's ballsy.
Holy shit.
Belichick might bring him back.
That man's brilliant.
I would
at this
die.
point with all these Mac Jones rumors. I mean, fuck.
Not this shit again.
All right, can we just go straight to Fader Fair?
God, bro.
No, we don't even have Fader Fair on here, bro.
I got one.
We don't got time.
I can't even tell you.
We still
got to
do the rants. What is it?
I'll do it in my rant then.
All right.
Cam Newton pisses me off so hard, bro.
All right, man. Real quick.
Despise that man, bro.
Those last three don't even.
Did you see the NFL 4x1 conversation that was going on?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Jamil Dean.
So basically, they were saying
right,
if you took a cornerback, a linebacker, a running back, and a receiver, and had them run a relay from each team,
right.
who would win?
Probably the receiver, the running.
Kenny?
Dolphins.
Dolphins are pretty close.
Yeah, Dolphins.
Who's their corner?
Jalen
linebacker.
Ramsey.
Xavier Howard.
Is
He's
he
slow.
4'3" guy?
slow.
Though?
He's a 4'6".
4'3" guy.
He's a 4'6" guy. You got to get their
It would be Dolphins.
the first round pick Noah. They had a corner from Auburn. Yeah, Noah, whatever.
Nah, he don't run a 4'3". He's like 4'4".
Still, 4'4" is one of the fastest people on earth.
I guess.
And you have Raheem Mostert.
Raheem Mostert, yeah.
And you got Tyreek and Jalen.
I'm a hard have to say Dolphins for sure.
Now the Cowboys are a little bit different because Michael Parsons.
What about the Bengals? I mean,
no, they got like two guys.
Yeah, that's true.
After that, it's a fucking boat race.
Yeah, that's true.
I gotta see. I feel like it's gonna come down to whoever has the fastest corner.
Yeah,
because I feel like most people have a 4'3" receiver.
Nah, Jalen Ramsey ran a 4.41.
Oh, I forgot Jalen's on the Dolphins. Okay, I'll give it to the Dolphins then. Fuck it.
Nah, I don't want to give it to the Dolphins.
It's Jalen.
All right.
Jalen be getting burnt. I'm just saying. Jalen be getting burnt by 4 or 5 receivers.
All right. In case you missed it, journalists got kicked out for asking questions about Lamar Jackson from the Baltimore Ravens press conference.
Because he did like a 1 hour.
Dude.
So take her tangent, Kenny.
He did like a 1 hour fucking interview talking about Lamar. And his face looked real fucking distraught when he was at that press conference, bro. I felt bad for him.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I think it affects everything in the whole entire organization. Like,
Harbaugh's a coward.
To act like you're not going to get the question, and then the way the PR person handled it, like he became the story, and that's like the number one rule of the fucking PR. Don't make yourself the story, bro. Don't do any harm. He did harm. He made it worse. That shit went viral. Like, so now it's really looking like the fucking Ravens are scrambling and not knowing what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
Even if they had an hour interview before, like, the fucking rumors get out before the fucking truth gets out of bed. All right, rants. We got 5 minutes, so we really have to keep this a minute.
Inside the NFL got canceled.
Oh, that's sad.
At Paramount.
RIP.
It's been around since 1977.
Do we even talk about Trey Lance and Mahomes?
Yeah, it's just kind of sketchy.
There's 2 light-skinned dudes cooking. It don't matter.
It's fine. Regular shit.
Yeah, man. I'm glad we all got to be together in this room and do this episode. It was dope.
Yeah.
Lucas, Nikki, Pete's bitch ass. Yeah, man, this is great.
Kenny kicked it with me 3 days this week. He's over me.
That's already.
He's at the max.
I'm at the limits, bro.
He was cool yesterday, but today he's had enough.
Like, of course, I'm gonna show up.
He was
late
happy to see me yesterday and Monday, but today.
Of course, I'm gonna show up late on the 3rd day. It's podcast day. Fuck. But yeah, I'm excited for USC's spring game next week, and yeah, my nephew tried to bitch slap me today.
Regular day.
Threw a hissy fit. No, he threw a hissy fit and fully swung at me with an open fist, and I was like, I almost chokeslammed the child. No, I'm just playing.
Legal reasons.
Just hit him with the fucking Snoop Dogg elbow.
I got like a little.
That was the weakest people's elbow in my whole entire.
No, that was a stiff ass elbow drop. He dropped that. He's dropped his full body weight on the Miz's sternum.
Oh, a whole 115 pounds.
Hey man, that's a whole lot. That's a whole lot. That's a whole lot of cripping, bro. That's a whole lot of cripping to drop on a man's chest.
Bro, Snoop about 10 years away from a convalescent home, man.
Nah, man, Snoop doing everything.
Man.
The fact that like people still look at him as a felon, even though he's not. He's never actually been a felon, but Martha Stewart is, and people still look at him as the felon between the two of them. Fuck that. Live your best life, Calvin Brodus Jr.
Oh, come on, dude.
Wow, he called him by his...
You just had to say the full name? Come on, man.
Hell yeah. Fuck
That's
that.
doxing, brother.
All right, that's it?
No, it's not.
Doxing.
That's it?
Anybody anything else to say before this shit cuts off?
Trey Lance is a bust. Stop hyping him up, please.
I thought you should start piping him up. I was like, whoa.
Damn.
Stop hyping him up. He's a bust.
I can't wait to see
Anything
Cocaine.
else you want to say about
I can't
LA
wait to see
in your
Cocaine Bear
fucking 1
tomorrow.
minute?
About LA?
Yeah, you're actually here now.
Too many homeless people.
Wow.
That's fucked up.
So
Elitist.
every other fucking East Coast
Elitist.
person that comes here, wow.
If Nick ain't got nothing to say, just turn it off. That's
You got anything to say?
so elitist.
Yeah. So.
Talk to the mic. It cuts off.
She says Easter egg one more time.
Well, whatever. So the first round of the Masters was today for
Oh,
those of you white
Wasted.
those of you white people who are listening who watch golf along
Where's
with
your
me.
boy Roy there?
My golf husband Rory McIlroy just played. He played mid as fuck.
Of course he was.
He shot an even par, but he has shot. Excuse me. At least in the 70s in the past 4 opening rounds of the Masters, and he finished second place last year. He's terrible first round in general. That's just his vibe. His best round is Saturdays, so it's going to be fine. He's still going to win. He's still going to get that Grand Slam. I believe in him. I'm putting it out there in the universe.
He'll never catch Tiger Woods.
He's going to get that Grand Slam. He's going to do it. He's going to fulfill his childhood dream. He got it. I love you, bro. Also, at the Masters, there's this every single year at the Masters, a couple of amateurs get to play. They get specially
Yo,
invited.
that shit was hilarious when they were like, they didn't invite the fucking commissioner of that other guy,
Oh, yeah.
fucking Norman or whatever.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the fucking, he's like the commissioner of the other fucking.
Oh, yeah. No, of course they're not going to invite him.
Yeah,
Because
but his
he's
quote,
sponsoring the other league.
but his quote was like,
Greg
yeah,
Norman. Greg Norman. Greg Norman.
he's
Didn't
only,
Phil Mickelson show up and just didn't say shit to nobody?
Phil Mickelson, there was a few LIV players there. They were forced to be invited because of their scores. Like,
no, but then
statistically speaking, you're forced to invite certain people if they based on their performance in the PGA the year prior, and so they were forced.
That's
to
what he
invite
said.
some of
He
them.
was like, yeah, we stuck to our criteria, and he's actually only been here twice in 10 years, and one of the years was as a commentator.
Serious.
Yeah,
XM.
great.
I was like,
That
damn.
shit was
Greg-
hilarious.
He
Greg
played
Norman-
the fuck out of him, bro.
Oh, man.
That shit was
Greg
hilarious.
Norman's
Straight up
old.
cooked
Like,
that.
Yeah, I
dude.
was like, man, maybe I should start paying attention to
The
golf.
thing about Greg Norman is that he's
just
old,
got him
so
burnt.
like he
Got
wouldn't
30
have played
seconds.
anyway. But anyway, Sam Bennett, he's an amateur at Texas A&M. He broke a ton of amateur records today at the Masters.
fuck.
He's tied for 4 under. He just beat the lowest round ever in Masters history for an amateur.
This woman
he's
don't-
10
playing,
seconds. You have
he's
10
playing for his
seconds.
dead daddy. He's awesome. I hope he does great.
This woman never pulls anything up on her laptop, and she's citing
fucking
golf
golf
statistics.
statistics.
I'm sick.
Is this how the world ends?
Anyways, touchdowns and
week-
tangents, TDs_tangents,
Peace.
touchdownsandtangents.com. I had a good week too. Thanks for asking. Peace.
Shout out to Famous Dave's Barbecue.
Yes, sir. That shit was great.
It was lit.